you an eggnog fan?
I'm an eggnog drinker. It's about this much, but I like it.
You like it. Justice, eggnog fan.
Absolutely. Strong and sweet. I mean, you got to take it like a shot.
Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy holidays. It's the holidays, so we got a special kind of a treat here on the Renowned Mortgage Podcast. We brought in Solomon Roberts all the way from California, sunny California, because Renowned, we get around everywhere. So Solly, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. It's sunny. We are not right now. We're actually in a bit of a flood, which is definitely been a little bit of a crazy week.
Okay.
But we're getting through it.
Good.
Yeah.
Justice, how are you?
Hey, we're drying off from the flood.
We're drying off.
That's
week,
right.
And
That's right. So things are great. The water has gone down, and so we're ready for the holidays.
Good. Awesome. Well, hey, I am excited for this. I feel like we've got some good questions today and a couple of curveballs we want to throw in there too. So, we're going to jump right in it. And, JR, I'm going to throw this one to you first, right? This is question number one. This is a kind of as we've been talking about coming into the holidays, everybody's finished their Thanksgiving turkey. You start to see real estate agents start to slow down a little bit. Actually, this is what I've noticed. There's two kind of real estate agents come November. There are the ones that literally just keep to the grind. Same thing with loan officers. They just keep to the grind. And others that they just kind of take that step back. I've actually been talking to some different agents who are like, Sean, hey, I'd love to talk to you, but I'm actually checking out for the rest of the year. I'm like, that is not the Renowned crew. We are staying in, we're staying engaged. You'll probably see us Christmas Eve, maybe not, but hey, we're here, we're plugged in, we're ready to go. So this is my first question. Why do people who are looking to get into a home, what is it that makes them say it might be better to wait till January to talk to a lender? Why do they do that, do you think? And what might actually be the disadvantages to doing so?
Yeah, I think that people may make decisions for different reasons, but I think some of the commonalities certainly is like a mental space. Like they're like, hey, I've got, the kids are home from school and I've got to plan the cookies and we got this Christmas party and we got all these things going on. And me making a big financial decision in the middle of this feels like it's a big lift. So I can certainly empathize with that. I can see where someone's coming from that. I think what somebody might be missing out on is the fact that there's a lot of people with that mentality. And so what does that do when you've got motivated sellers that are, they've got a property that's on the market, which means if they're trying to sell during the holiday, they need to sell for some reason, for some form or fashion. They got to get their property moved. And so if you are a buyer, you get to take advantage of that opportunity. You get to jump in and go, hey, I'd actually like to have my cake and eat it too. I'd like to get closing cost and a price reduction and, we're ready to rock. So I think that as a buyer, you have a lot of advantages from a negotiating perspective during this period of time. It's certainly not like you still got to go out there and, beat the pavement. You got to go walk and look at houses and, brave the storms. But I think there's a lot of financial benefits and advantages.
Awesome. Hey, Solly, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's true. I mean, doesn't get a lot better for a buyer than having other buyers off with their family doing whatever. If you're looking for a house, being able to get a deal, not have as much competition.
Right.
That's kind of best case scenario.
Absolutely. No. Well, okay. So let me dive into this then. What are your observations? And maybe I'll go first, kind of let you a little bit what I've seen. What are your observations of what this market has looked like over these last couple of months? I would say kind of one of the most obvious things that we are seeing, homes are sitting longer. I've talked to more agents who have pulled properties off the markets. Some that have even done, big buys and spends on Zillow Flex to get that exposure, and still it's not working. The amount of exposure isn't the issue. It's just the timing of the market, and they're just not seeing those 10 or 15, 20 interested buyers and the hearts where it's 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people kind of putting this in their saving file. I'm like, I'm going to check this out. It's just sitting. And I know one house in particular, great property. This is the one thing I will tell. And so for agents who are out there right now, I would say that the data points have changed right now. What used to be a CMA contrived of data that was give me homes from 3 to 6 months that have sold. Help me find my price point. This might sound a little controversial, but I think there are some seasoned agents that would agree with me. That is not the case anymore. Yes, you want to, and it will go to be the case again someday, I know. But right now, the issue, I would say, if you're putting together a CMA for a property that you want to move, your number is not what sold in the last 3 months. Your number is pending. Your number is what is pending right now. If it's pending right now, you have an idea of what the market looks like. If you go, well, I've got comps, 3 months ago that say this, but there's a pending that's $25,000. I'm guaranteed $25,000 less. That's your number. And so that's the significant, the significant shift I've seen right now is just days on market. So there has to be that agent creativity from the lending side. Obviously, having that creativity of programs that qualify more people, that give a person a better opportunity. So that's what I'm seeing for sure. So what are you seeing, my friend?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. I've seen, at least even here locally in California and some of the areas, we've had, I think, over a 50% cancellation rate in the last 30 days.
Wow.
So that's pretty crazy and definitely not ideal.
Yeah.
But I do think that is kind of translated to sellers learning to get a little bit more flexible, like we were already saying. So I think we'll see probably more of that. But we are kind of trending the right direction, at least for the buyer's concern.
Yeah. Justice.
I'd say the biggest thing that stands out to me is the growing just addition, like what's stacking on top of each other, like what are the ramifications of the unemployment that we're seeing in the country, and like and the unemployment and the unemployment fears. Like I've talked to so many buyers where it's like, hey, is my job on the chopping block? And I think that just slows buyer activity. If you think that you're going to lose your job or you have lost your job, that that's going to mean less buying decisions for big purchases. Real estate being one of them. So I see that as over the last few months, certainly in the month of December, we could chalk it up to, hey, it's the holidays and all of that. But I think leading up to that, like we've seen October, November, December, all of that is really, it's mounting unemployment. And I think what we look at is like, what will we see the Fed do this next year to kind of counter that? We need to see more first-time home buyer activity, and what solutions are going to be presented to get first-time home buyers back in the market.
Yeah. I think it really depends on who you're listening to right now to get, like I say, no one ever has a crystal ball, and anyone who claims it has one that's plugged in, they're wrong. It's broken. Crystal balls just do not work in this market. And so one of the things that I've heard, is the Fed is absolutely going to try to put some things together to really start to stimulate this economy when it comes to the housing industry, because the housing industry affects so many different industries, from lumber retail on down. And so there's an advantage and incentive to do that. There are others that say that it just genuinely may not be the right move. So how do they do that? So one of the things that I was thinking about, Solomon, when you were talking, I think one of the things that real estate agents need to know is really there are variables out there when you're talking about programs that can qualify your client. And I've actually, I spoke to a client over the weekend who was kind of glowing about Justice. They ran into me and they said, I absolutely love Justice. He's so positive. The other loan officer that I had been talking to was, well, we can't do this and we can't do this. We can't do this. And all of a sudden I started talking to Justice and it was like, well, I think we could do this. We could do this. Well, that's because if you have those programs in your arsenal, you can talk about them. If you don't have them in your arsenal, you can't talk about them. And so one of the things, obviously, at Renown, we want to do is empower agents. And so we're actually going into 2026 coming up with a tool that agents, you are going to be empowered. So if you are a real estate agent watching this, reach out, because we're here. We, part of our core values is what can we do to make your 2026 successful. And so we're looking forward to that. So
it's awesome.
Okay, guys, this really is this is probably the toughest question I'm going to ask.
Here we go.
It's a two-parter. So get ready. So, and this is probably controversial. So eggnog or not eggnog? Solomon,
this is a two-part question.
It's a two. Well, there's more to it. So
okay.
Eggnog or not eggnog? So first of all, are you an eggnog fan?
I'm an eggnog drinker.
Okay.
It's about this much.
Okay.
But I like it.
You like it?
Yeah, I'm into it.
Okay, Justice, eggnog fan.
Absolutely, strong and sweet. I mean, you got to take it like a shot, but I'm ready. I'm about it.
Take it like a shot.
But we get one. I think that must be the house limit. We get one quart. That's it. Just a
Exactly.
quart. And then when it's over, it's over. When it's gone,
a glass
a
year. That's right.
Because that could create some problems. So okay, and then just what's a tradition you do around your place at Christmas that you absolutely love, that the family loves? I kind of threw this as my curveball question, but I wanted to come from the heart. So I'll tell you ours is we go Christmas tree. We go to Dairy Queen and we get a Blizzard, which is weird here in the Northwest to get something cold, but we do. We go to Dairy Queen, we get a Blizzard, and then we go look at Christmas tree lights, which makes it really hard to eat the Blizzard and look at tree lights while you're driving, but I manage somehow.
It's awesome.
All right, Solly, what's yours?
I'd say for our family, we do like a Scrooge night. We watch a specific Scrooge movie.
Okay.
And then we do a full feast with it. I think even a couple years we pulled out like cheese and chocolate fondue. We don't do that every year, but
wow.
Yeah. So I think that Scrooge night is a big night for all of us. And I think we've watched the same one more than 20 years in a row, is my guess.
Really? Okay.
Every year.
I
love it.
Okay. Have you had Scrooge night yet? Is it come up or is it soon?
Yeah.
Yes, we've had it.
We had it, and Solomon missed this year.
We sadly couldn't make this year.
Okay. Oh
so
man.
He missed out on tradition. He actually didn't get to be a part of Christmas this year. He got canceled.
All right, JR. What is your?
I'd say one of the ones that we're building in our family, which is pretty unique. We have it centered around the day and time that my wife and I first started dating. So every December 7th, we decided that we're keeping our love alive and keeping it fresh, but it's cool to bring it into our family because they get to remember, hey, this is the day that we always that we got together and we started getting together. So, but it's the thing that kicks off the Christmas season. We watch The Grinch, and then we do like a spread of holiday food and bring everybody together. And that's like, it kicks the season right into gear.
Amazing. Okay. Last one. This is rapid fire. When does your Christmas tree go up? Justice.
Our Christmas tree went up a week before Thanksgiving.
Love it. Solly, Christmas
tree. This year we have two Christmas trees. Ooh. They went up at different times. One was the first week of November.
Love it.
And one was the day after Thanksgiving.
Nice.
That was
ours goes up on Halloween.
Oh,
we decorate our house for Christmas for Halloween. That's
game
our
time
vibe there. So, well, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We hope you got a lot of value and got to hang out with us. We sure loved hanging out with you. We hope you have an absolutely amazing holiday. I'm gonna see if I can do this in order really, really good. So I think is this the last time for 2026, or do we got one more? We might have one more. Hang in there.
One more.
But at least potentially for the last time for 2026 or 2025, excuse me. Woo! Get your numbers straight. I'm Sean Walker.
And I'm Justice Roberts.
And I'm Solomon Roberts.
Have an absolutely amazing holiday, everyone.
We should have practiced.